Okay, evening everyone, and today we going to finish our last project about on presentation about a promotion strategy on assurance company. So our presenter we have is me, Nhan Kim, and Seri Pastor, Son Supia Pesmay, Son Sawan Watay, and Vanable Sim Supia. So let's move to our content. So our content, the first one is introduction, advertising, publicity, word of mouth promotion, sales promotion, personal selling, telemarketing, World Wide Web, direct marketing, and conclusion. So let's get started with introduction. The promotion is a fight not only for the market share, but also the main share. So based on the insurance service, it depends on the effective promotion measure. So as to create a more passive buying promotion complex of advertising and other publicity tactics, though the attention should be given in selection of promotional tool. No one can predict the accident occurs to them and how much they would to pay if any accident occurs. The accident does not happen only with young and inattentive driver. It takes place anytime, every day with all the different people. So the insurance will protect you and your family against the financial loss and losses caused by accident. So move slide. So according to the IAC, mean Insurance Association of Cambodia, there are three types of insurance. The first one is general insurance. Second one is life insurance, mean assurance. And the last one is micro insurance. In Cambodia, we have 33 member company consistent of 16 licensed general insurer, 11 life insurance, that is assurance, and 5 micro insurance and 1 reinsurer operating in Cambodia. So the first one is general insurance, mean the contract that do not come under the ambit of life insurance. So the general insurance and the life insurance is different. The general insurance is the form and is such as the fire, marine, motor, and accident or other miscellaneous non-life insurance. In Cambodia, such as Forte Insurance, Philip General Insurance, and the most popular one is Infinity. So let's move to the life insurance. The life insurance, or we can call it the assurance, is the contract between the insurance policyholder, mean the customer, and the assurer, where the assurer promise to pay the designated beneficiary of some of the money upon the death of the holder, mean the customer, or depend on the contract or other events such as terminal illness or critical illness can also call to payment. In Cambodia, we have plenty of famous assurance such as AIA, Prudential, Manulife, Daiichi Life, and Forte Life Insurance. And the last one is micro insurance. The micro insurance is the insurance with low premium and low cap covers. Refer to the small financial transaction that each insurance policy generates. In Cambodia, we have such as Bima and Camlife Asia. However, it is a bit hard for insurance company for running a business in Cambodia, even they are the general insurance, life insurance, or micro insurance. As you can see that most of people in Cambodia has no interest with insurance industry and they only focus on the other financial industry like bank and micro or MID or OFI. So in order to stay stable in Cambodia or of insurance company have to come up with the strong or well-used strategy or for promotion that's with to their customer. Especially in current situation during COVID-19 or pandemic, they have to change the situation to get the benefit from the customer, like come up with a strategy to take the situation become their benefit or tactic to get their customer or new customer as well. So let's move the slide. So let me introduce the most well-known or the best insurance company in Cambodia is Prudential Cambodia. This is the one of the best insurance in Cambodia. Amount of AI, Manulife, and Daiichi. So let me give you some basic information of the Prudential Cambodia. So Prudential Cambodia began to operation in January 2013 by providing the solution to individual or family and protect and secure their future financial loss. And currently, Prudential Cambodia incorporate or partnership with Azila Bank and PPC Bank. So we will provide you some of best and well-used strategy of in its Prudential Cambodia life insurance company, and provide more about how their marketing in the past, how their promotion, their service effectively, and what their future planning strategy. So let's move to advertising and publicity.
Good evening, teacher, and I'm going to present about advertising and publicity. What is advertising? As you may know already, whenever you go or you walk, you will see the banner, some kind of banner that some company use or pay the money on that. And by definition, advertising is the action of calling public attention to ideas, good, or service through past announcement by an identified sponsor. And you may see that advertising news inside us like television, radio, social media, live list, newspaper, internet, billboard, and magazine. And it uses a lot of money. For example, like social media, if you use advertising on social media, you have to pay it dearly. And in here, if we talk about the Prudential insurance company, they also do some advertising on the television too, and they also bring their staff to advertise on some banks such as AC Lead Bank, and it's like a extra one. And now let's move to the publicity. What is publicity? Publicity is the communication about the brand, offering, or a business by placing commercially significant news about it in the media without paying for time and space directly. And publicity is not a process, but a result of the good public relation strategy where the marketer succeed in providing favorable information to media and other third-party outlets like blogger, vlogger, podcaster, etc. And if as I research on the Prudential web, this company also do some publicity, like doing some charity in the rural area that they could promote their company through rural area. And they also donate 1,800 unit of high quality personal protective equipment to the government. Also, they also join hand with Wing and Chevron to promote road safety too, that could make the public know their company as well. And let's move to the differences between advertising and publicity. And this two is a bit confusing if it only have one target is to get more customer, but one is paid to get the customer, and the other one is free to get the mass customer. And advertising, it use like you have to pay the promoter or advertiser or someone famous that could make your product trustable and also attractive too. And about the publicity, it's not like you have to pay such famous person, but you just build your company to have a good name, do some charity, or like one mouth to one mouth. Yes, something like that. That's all of my part. Let's move to my group member.
Yes, now move to my part. My part talk about what's most promotion. I focus on two questions about what of more promotion. What is the first question is what of most promotion? What of more promotion, also called what of most advertising, is the social media area version of simple word of mouth. Traditionally, word of mouth promotion was spread from one person to another based on recommendation. Modern words of mouth promotion describe both targeted effort and naturally occurring instant where users share their certification with a brand. The second question is talk about why we need to care about word of mouth promotion. That such as settings app across social media at or experimenting within e-commerce may sound more exciting and like quicker wins. A strong word of more strategy at the heart of your business can lay the foundation on to which to build everything from form. Move to my next slide. One more slide, bro. One more part is self-promotion. What is self-promotion? Self-promotion is the process of persuading a potential customer to buy the product. Self-promotion is designed to be used as short-term tactics to boost sales. It is not really designed to build a long-term customer loyalty. Some sales promotion as armed as customer order are targeted in the targeted at intermediaries such as agent and wholesaler or at the field sales force. Now move to the next presenter.
Okay, so this is my part that talk about the introduction, personally selling, and this is talk about the 7 steps of the personal selling. The personal selling process is a 7-step approach: protecting, pre-approach, approach, presentation, meeting, and objection, closing the sale, and following up and follow up the sale cycle. More generally speaking, turn lead into prospect, suspect into the prospect, and prospect into customer. The sales department would aim to improve the interaction between the customer and the sales facility or mechanism and our salesperson. Sales management would break down the selling process and then increase the effectiveness of the discrete processes, as well as the interaction between processes. For example, in many outbound sales environments, except in the typical process outlined about have sales-related issues, skill and training need, as well as marketing solutions to improve each discrete step. And the step 1 is talk about the prospecting and qualifying. Before planning a sale, do your research to identify the people or company who might be interested in your product or service. This step is called prospecting and is the foundational step for the rest of sales process. A lead is a potential buyer, and prospect is the lead that is qualified or determined to be ready, willing and able to buy. The prospecting and qualifying step relate to the need awareness step in the buying process. And step 2 is talk about the preparation and pre-approach. Before making a sales call, email, or visit, it is important to do your homework by researching your customer and planning what are you going to say. A good salesperson research a prospect family life risings with customer needs and learning all the relevant background info about individual or business. Step 3 is talk about the approach. This is where you make the first impression. You do this by introducing yourself, explaining or purpose of your call or visit, and establishing a rapport with your prospect first. And there are 3 common approach methods. Premium approach: present your potential client with a gift at the beginning of your interaction. 2, question approach: asking a question to get the prospect interested. 3rd is a product approach: give the prospect a sample or free trial to review and evaluate your service. And step 4, they talk about the Your research and preparation pay off during the present when you propose your sales solution to your prospect. At this point, the customer is using the information being shared as part of the suite of possible solutions. They might be researching your offers compared to others. It is during this part of sale where you can use upselling and cross-selling to induce the customer further. Note, never try to sell your customer something they don't need. They may well lose trust and confidence in you. And step 5 is handling objection. After you made your sale presentation, it's natural for your customer to have some hesitation or concern, known as objection. Good salesperson look at objection as an opportunity to further understand and respond to customer needs. And step 4 is closing sale. Closing sale is important and sometimes challenging. Part of the sale is closing it. This is where you actually have to ask if the potential consumers is willing to make the purchase. If your customer has been convinced your product or service will meet their need, you close the sale by agreeing on the term of sale and finishing up the transaction. Depending on your business, you might try one of these 3 closing strategies. Alternative, close, extra in document close, and standing room only close. Step 7 is about the follow-up. Follow-up is an important part of assuring customer satisfaction, retaining customer, and prospecting for new consumers. This might mean sending a thank you note, calling the customer to make sure the product was received in satisfactory condition, or checking into to make sure a service has met customers' expectation. Please move the next slide. And this part is talk about the introduction personal selling, between the relationship of sales marketing and value of personal selling. The goal of the marketing department is to increase the number of interaction between potential customer and the organization. Achieving this goal may involve the sales team using promotional techniques such as advertising, sales promotion, publicity, creating new sales channels, or creating new products. Many companies find it challenging to get marketing and sales on the same page. The 2 departments, although different in nature, handle very similar concepts and have to work together for sales to be successful. Building a good relationship between 2 that encourages communication can be the key to success even in a down economy. And the value of personal selling. Personal selling minimizes effort, making IO better than most tools, promote sales, and boost word of mouth marketing. Since the effects of marketing are difficult to measure, personal selling gives insight into customer habit and respond to the particular marketing campaign or product offers. Move. This part that about the telemarketing. So what is the telemarketing? Telemarketing is direct marketing of goods or service potential customer over the phone, internet, or fax. Telemarketing may either carry out by telemarketer or increasingly by automated telephone or call robocall. Telemarketing may have the intrusive natures of telemarketing as well as report of scam and fraud perpetrated over the telephone. Move. And how telecom marketing works. Many times, telemarketing can involve a single call to assess interest and suitability, and then follow-up call to pursue a sale. Whereas data can be used narrows down like databases of name to a small number of higher probability customer protect. Telemarketing is used by the for-profit business, non-profit charity, political group, and candidate surveying, donate, solicitation, marketing search, and others kind of organization. Also be referred to the telesale or inside sale. So move to the next. And this is about the telemarketing activity. There are 5 about the telemarketing activity can be divided into subcategory. The first is about outbound, inbound, lead generation, sales, and telemarketing. Outbound is about the customer prospect and existing customer are actively reached out via outbound telemarketing call and also known as cold call. Inbound is telemarketing call are based on inbound required about product or service as prompted by advertising or sale effort. Lead generation about the profile, interest, and demographic data potential customer. Sale is telemarketer are trained and armed to close the deal on the phone. So this is all of my part. So move to the next presenter.
Thank you, my friends. My name is Subj. Now let's move to my part. First, what is a World Wide Web? World Wide Web, which is also known as a web, is a collection of websites or web pages stored in web servers and connected to local computer through the internet. This website contains text, pages, digital images, audio, video, etc. User can access the content of these sites from any part of the world over the internet using their devices such as computer, laptop, cell phone, etc. The www along with the internet enable the retrieval and display of text and media to your device. Next, move to the other slide. Yes. This slide talks about the difference between World Wide Web and Internet. Before I show you the two differences between World Wide Web and Internet, I tell you the meaning of Internet. Internet is the global system of the interconnected computer network that use the TCP or IP protocol to link devices worldwide. World Wide Web refers to the online content that informated in HTML and accessed via HTTP protocol. Here, there are the two differences between World Wide Web and Internet. First, functionality, and the second one, protocol. Functionality, the Internet is a massive interconnection of computer networks around the world, while World Wide Web is a service provided by the Internet. And the second one, protocols. Internet uses transmission control protocol that we know, TCP, and Internet protocol, IP. On the other hand, World Wide Web uses hypertext transfer protocol, HTTP. Everyone remember, we cannot use World Wide Web without Internet. Same, next slide. What is direct marketing? Direct marketing is basically a form of communication in which companies convey an offer through the use of direct mail, phone calls, or flyer to invite the target customer and provide a way for direct reply. Among traditional practitioners, it's also called mass response marketing or direct response advertising. Thank you. Next. The last of my slide talk about direct marketing strategy. It's very important for my part when we know about the strategy to improve everything. Direct marketing strategy. Direct marketing strategy look to increase sales for the company or to grow a company brands. With this in mind, your direct marketing strategy should have a call to action. This should lead recipient of the campaign to a landing page with existing offer to message. Furthermore, good direct marketing strategy personalize content to each potential customer. Direct marketing strategy example include adding the person name in the body of the text. Second, incorporate product that the customer saw interest the purchase and translation the campaign into the mother tongue of the recipient. The last but not least, including all this in the direct marketing strategy will set you on the course to success. Yes, finish my part. So let's move to our conclusion. Thank you.
Let's back to me and our conclusion. We have raised or did some of best strategy of every product in the insurance or assurance company, and is ready for use and ready to protect the customer of insurance. So all of this strategy become the most powerful and the most common use in assurance and insurance, and many financial industries such as banking, MFI, MID, and OFI. They are using this strategy and succeed by using them, and it is the most popular strategy in the 21st century. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.